We're gonna do it all over again. They just cut me off, man. I don't know if y'all can see the video. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Let me see. Okay, we back. We back in this thing. And we gonna bring out the same thing all over again. Right? All praises to Yahweh Bashem Hashai. I don't know what YouTube doing. And the crazy thing, I'm not gonna even delete the other video. I'm gonna leave that one up. Right? So if you missed anything, watch both of them. The other one is gonna be, I call it a 1, 2, 3 video. You know what I'm saying? But it's okay. We're gonna do it again. I didn't say nothing too crazy. If they feel I did, hey, all praises. This is what we do. We get it done. We get it done in here. Huh? What? What? Huh? Yeah. Lord willing, can y'all hear me? Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to make sure. I'm trying to make sure. Y'all can hear me? I'm trying to make sure. Y'all can hear me? See it. Y'all can hear me? All praises. Bear with me, y'all. I gotta do the same stuff all over again. But it's okay. It's okay. We're gonna get it in here. Go get you a nice little cup of tea. Cause we're gonna spill the tea. We're gonna spill the tea. You know, like when you spill that one drop and then it sting and it burn. That's how we gonna do it today. We're gonna drop it. It's gonna burn you. Right? So first I want to do it again. Give all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashim Yahushai, Ba'ashim Rakakodash. Yahweh is the most high God, and Yahweh Shai is to the world, and he calls Jesus the Christ. Double honors to the apostles and the elders, a great millstone who've been ruling well through the spirit, teaching his word and believing this word. Right? Lord and they can continue to endure, and for the hopeful elect scattered four corners of the earth. In congregation, out congregation, teaching the word and believing this word. Lord willing, you guys can double up and increase. Right? And of course, Lord willing, the Most High have mercy on other that's not in the faith. This was really sponsored by what's going on in overseas. It's bringing out more edification in all aspects in social media, right? The Lord is allowing the men to speak, man, right? Speak of the signs of the time. This article right here is on M headlines. Let me see if I can get it back to the angle I had it last time. Right? Lord willing, y'all can take that quick little snap. If you can't see it and read it, it's okay. I'm gonna read it. It says Putin warns that when Russia nukes America, there will be no chance of survival, and there will be no single enemy left. And that is a total fact, because Scripture shows America, mystery Babylon will be destroyed in 60 minutes, in an hour. It says the Russians are feverishly preparing to fight a nuclear war, but our leaders continue to insist that nuclear war is not a threat because the Russians would never use their nuclear weapons against us, no matter how much we may provoke them. In fact, I was just reading an article on the official NATO website that was authored by a former U.S. defense official in which he openly admitted that he is assuming that the war in Ukraine will end without Russian nuclear use. Meanwhile, Vladimir Putin continues to make public statements about nuking America. This week, he told the entire world that there will be no chance of survival once he launches his nuclear missiles at us. President Vladimir Putin has threatened the West with total nuclear destruction, leaving no chance of survival in the event of a strike on Russia. In a ranting anti-U.S. speech, the dictator says his powerful Satan II and flying missiles are ready to for deployment, and in doomsday warning. Right? Putin told a conference in Skash, from the moment the launch of missiles is detected, no matter where it is, no matter where it comes from any point of the world, ocean, or from any territory, such a number, so many hundreds of our missiles prepare in the air, in a strike, that there is no chance of survival. There will be no single enemy left in a several direction at once. Right, when you go into Joel, the second chapter, I believe, me and my brothers, we was bringing it out at camp, really Yarmayan. You'll find out where it talks about an army, right? And the army is not really going into a physical man army, which some of us might see, but it's really going into the those missiles, right? Let alone when you look at Wisdom of Solomon, the fifth chapter, right? Let me just see if I can find it. I'm just going straight off the dome right now. So let me see if I can find it. If not, I'll just come back to it. Because I really don't want to miss the first precept I wanted to bring out. Let me see. Was it 2 and 11? Right. This is Joel 2 and 10. It says, "And the earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun, the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw her shining. And Yahweh Shemashai shall utter his voice before his armies, for his camp is very great, for he is strong that executeth his word. For the day of Yahweh Shemashai is great and very terrible, and who can abide it?" Right? Now, of course, we would think that an army is a group of men, right? But when we actually look in other cases in scriptures, well, the army of the Lord is multiple things. The army of the Lord can be the angels. The army of the Lord can be the elect of Israel. And the army of the Lord can be the nukes, because through the Spirit, all things is created by the Most High. The Most High put the Spirit on Esau to create these things, because when we go back to Genesis, Esau's he's blessed with the sword, right? The sword is his go-to, right? Let alone we see in scriptures it says the devil is going to be fighting with the Most High, with his angels. What is the devil's angels on this side? It would be his freaking wicked weapon devices, right? These jets, right? The freaking ships that's in the ocean, right? Who is Hamashiach going to actually have war with when we look at 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter? Is he going to have war with regular men with just regular sticks? No, Esau is going to bring out the big guns, right? Because Esau is going to be fighting a glorified man, right? He's not going to come back normal. So you think that they're going to be using little guns? We just read in the article, this man said he got he ready to launch. The launch of missiles is detected no matter where it comes from any point of the world, ocean, or from any territory, such as a number, so many hundreds of our missiles. Because if some of y'all might not know, nukes that have other warheads on it, like thousands and thousands of warheads. So when the nuke go off and it's about to almost go to its target, or it's above its target, that nuke might detach all its warheads, and it could be 100,000. So like, just say where my Bible is, you got one nuke. What should I use? Let's just use this. We use this. It would be a nuke, and it's going, and then it's above its area, and little missiles or warheads from this nuke will come off of it. So say if it's 1,000, while this is going where it's going, the 1,000 little warheads is coming with it, and it's going to hit multiple places. And what, in the beginning of the article, what did he say? He said Putin warns that when Russia nukes America, there will be no chance of survival. and there will be no single enemy left. Now, before I read this Revelation drink, because I just want to show um, when all these nukes come, it's going to be too hot for a human to even walk in this place, right? This is Second Peter, chapter 3, and I'm gonna just go straight to the point. Um, I start at verse 9. It says, "And Yahweh Shema Shai is not lacked concerning his promise, as some men count slackness, but is long suffering to usward, not willing that any should perish, but that all should come to repentance. But the day of Yahweh Shema Shai will come as a thief in the night, in the which the heavens shall pass away with a great noise, and the elements shall melt with fervent heat, and the earth also, and the works that are therein shall be burnt up." Right? And we can continue to keep on going. You got to know that fervent heat is extremely hot, right? This place is gonna be a damn near puddle. You go to Revelation the 18th chapter, right? Because I'm only just going to the point, right? I'm not. You should just read the whole thing. Like you read Revelation the 18th chapter, start at verse 9, right? Because this is going into the morning of Babylon. But I'm gonna just go straight to the point to show you this place in 1 hour is gonna be destroyed, and it's not human, regular, physically possible for us. Like even if it's 1,000, a million niggas, or other nations on the land just trying to burn this place up, we're gonna die with it. This is talking about it has to be a force device that's going to destroy this place, right? And only war of mass destruction is going to be able to do that. Revelations the 18th chapter, and I'm gonna just start at 16. It says, "In saying at last, that great city that was clothed in fine linen and purple, scarlet, decked with gold and precious stones and pearls." And this is that mystery Babylon. "For in 1 hour so great riches is come to naught, and every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailor, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off, and cried when they saw the smoke of her burning, saying, What city is like unto this great city? And they cast dust on her heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, Alas, alas, that great city wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness, for in 1 hour she is made desolate." Right? "Rejoicing over her, thou heaven and ye holy apostles, for the Most High have avenged you on her." Right? And we're waiting for the coming of Hamashiach Yahushai, because the elect want to be avenged, man. There's nothing else to do. Like the video that I was just watching from the brothers in Great Millstone, LA. He said, outside of ministry, what else is there to do? Right? It's either you going dress up, look good for some, excuse my language, for a bitch, for a girl, right? Just to get some vagina, get drunk, get saucy. Who got the best outfit? That's it. That is it. Be popular, have a good time. That's it. That's all you're doing outside of the truth, right? But when you put the truth in effect, right? You got your, of course, you got your family. Yeah, you putting your wife in order. Yeah, you got kids. You laugh with them here and there, right? And then what? You got the brothers, right? It's nothing else in this ministry. It's not. I mean, it's nothing else to do, right? Yes, you can have all the fun, but at the end of the day, when we keep seeing the things go on every day, our brothers and sister has no rest. You got kids having conversations with their mother. They might have to get unemployment. They have to take this route to get a payment. Your mother, your mom, or your aunt or uncle might be upset with you, right? But guess what? The whole time you in their face, they ain't saying shit about Yahweh Shema Shai. They're not even asking how can they prepare. They're not talking about nothing, but they worried about how long you're gonna stay, when you're gonna come back, right? And this is what we have to deal with outside the ministry, right? When you see your loved ones, your mother, your cousin, your niece, your sister, your favorite sister, or your niece or your brother, and all they want to talk about is blah blah blah, but they're not talking about Yahweh Shema Shai, right? This is when you everything I go on YouTube, all I'm seeing is Israeli, Donald Trump, Israel, pray that you are one of the elect. Uh, Hezbollah vows to come in like a flood against Amalek. Uh, let's discuss these key points regarding the war in Israel. You got other people over here talking about a debate. Israel orders complete siege of Hamas run. Right? Be prepared spiritually. When was the last time Satan sinned? Let me see. The history of Israel and Palestine conflict. Israeli cuts off food, water, power to Gaza. Day 3 update. Asher, you can't be perfect in this flesh. Be humble. What is this? This is the elder Apostle Gabar. It says, I don't care how well you read and teach the scriptures. If you don't believe them, it means nothing, right? You got another brother, Adawan or Raptazah, right? That's my brother. Believing his word, teaching his word. It say faith. Don't let the world steal your joy. Yo, look, redacted. Egypt just dropped a bombshell in Israel Hamas war, right? And we could just keep on going. This is all I'm seeing flood on YouTube. If you're not woke just to the truth, not just on this incident, you are failing very miserably. If you're thinking about a bag only, like, yes, I work a 9 to 5, and thank you, how about Shemal Shai, he's, allowing dollars in my pocket. But brothers can't wait to get out of work. Yes, I go take a nap. But at the end of the day, while I'm at work, this is all I see. This is all I'm hearing. Notification, notification. You got brothers at work talking about, yo, you seeing what's going on? After work, only thing I can think about is like, man, I can't wait to see my family. Even if I'm not in their face, is because outside, in this truth, in this truth and out this truth, I have nothing except for the family, my kids, and my wives. I'll even what's even better than my household is my brothers I labor with, the brothers I can call and talk to, lean on, get encouraged, laugh, have a giggle, step out. After that, I don't have nothing else. It's nothing else, right? And this is why. Let me just read this, Revelations 22:12. And behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me, to give every man according to his work shall be. I am the Alpha and Omega, the beginning and the end, and the first and the last. Blessed are they that do his commandments. Who is he? Talking about the most high commandments that he has given Moses, right, in the first 5 books of the Bible, which really goes into the commandments, laws, and statutes, right? That they may have right to the tree of life and may enter in through the gates into the city, right? Hey, you want to aim to be part of that elect, to be a part of that tree of life. But guess what? Yahushua is coming with a reward. So you have to choose what side. You want a wicked reward or a righteous reward. The more you see the times coming, you should be shaking in your spiritual boots. Am I worthy enough? Right? Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, verse 1, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. What are you measuring? The time you heard of the prophecies, or when these prophecies took place from the prophets of old, going all the way through history. Do you see that this time that I happened time? No, because you had to wait for this to happen, that to happen. Israel had to come all the way to America, be scattered 4 corners of the earth, such and such and such, their name getting taken. Now we're seeing the son of perdition getting revealed, right? They already been revealed, but we're in 2023, and they got revealed even more when they brought that damn COVID, Ebola, all these other things. But we're measuring out the times because of prophecy, right? Let me just read this, Revelations, the 19th chapter, verse 10. And I fell at his feet to worship him, and he said unto me, see thou do it not. I am thy servant and of thy brethren that have the testimony of Yahushua, worship the Most High. For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy, right? So if you're really dealing with Yahushua, who the world calls Jesus Christ, you're gonna be dealing with prophecy, right? Because what it say? For the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. So you're going to be in the spirit of prophesying, being a seer, right? What is a seer? A visionary. Look what's going on. Oh, yup, something happening. Guess what? So many brothers can break down Israel going to war because if 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 they are the real Israelites, it says that we won't have no more war in our land. How the how the freak Simultan Samoradian Muhammad Mazaza, how they going through war right now, right? Let me just get this. Right? Let me get this precept real quick. No, that's definitely not the one I want. Let me see. I don't know. I don't think this is. I don't think this is the one I want though. Let me see. Is this the one I want? I I'll just bring it out. This is Isaiah. This is Isaiah chapter 2, verse 3. It says, and many people shall go and say, come ye, and let us go up to the mountain of Yahweh Shemashai. So there's going to be many people saying, let's go up to the mountain of Yahweh Shemashai, which is the land that is hallowed, to the house of the Most High of Jacob. And he will teach us of his ways, and we will walk in his paths. For out of Zion will go forth the law in the word of Yahweh Shemashai from Jerusalem. Right? So this is dealing with the coming of Hamashiach's kingdom, right? It says, he shall judge among the nations and shall rebuke many people, and they shall beat their swords into plowshares and their spears into pruning hooks. Nation shall not lift up sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. O house of Jacob, come ye and let us walk in the light of Yahweh Shema Shai. Right? So if they're the true Israelites, if they want to say, then why is the nations doing war right now? Right? If we was to be technical, the only ones that should be initiating discipline, judgment, correction with the rod should be Israel, and everybody should be falling in line, right? I'm just looking for this other one. Where is this other one I want? No, that's not it. It's gonna come to my mind, right? But going back to Second Esdras, the ninth chapter, reading verse 1, it said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made, right? And what just happened, right? The freaking earthquake just happened. Let's go to Isaiah 29, right? And it says it in the scripture. Verse 3, it says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world, right? Let me go to another one. Isaiah 29, verse 6, right? This is how you know if you go into the scriptures, the Lord is showing you he always been dealing with this world, right? You just have to be moving in the spirit to get it. People are like, hey, why is he bouncing here and here? Because we dealing with a topic. We dealing with destruction. We dealing about measuring the time. We dealing with the Lord visiting the earth. How you gonna know the Lord visiting the earth? You think one chapter, one verse, one place? No, it's in multiple sections. You got to go here a little, there a little. Sometimes I might have to read four scriptures in one chapter and then go somewhere else, right? As long as it's lining up and it's making sense. We just read in Second Esdras 9 and 3, no, verse 2, it says, wherein the highest will begin to visit the earth, which he made. Therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and upwards of the people in the world, that's when you know the Lord is visiting the earth. That's what it's saying. So if it's an earthquake, the Lord visits the earth. If it's an uproar, nation are going against each other, or a kingdom divided against itself and is falling, guess what? The Lord is visiting that place. Isaiah 29:6, thou shalt be visited of Yahweh Shemashai of hosts with thunder, with earthquakes, and great noise, with storms and tempests, in the flame of devouring fire. We had forest fires, right? Even if a man did this accident and it became a huge one, through the Spirit, man's going to the Lord. The Lord does these things, right? And it caused an uproar or it caused an event. Let alone sometimes it could be a regular day. Shit happened, a fire happened, then nighttime come, and the moon is bloody. You go in the scriptures, the Lord will make the moon bloody. And the blood moon will represents the end time is here, right? The coming of Yahweh Shem Shai, right? The signs is in the midst of us. When you go to Isaiah 41, it's another one that been happening in the ages of time. And recently, months ago, even last year, this even happened. Isaiah 41:18, it says, I will open rivers in high places, fountains in the midst of the valleys. I will make the wilderness a pool of water, in the dry land springs of water. Then you can go on YouTube and find deserts becoming water. You can go and find dry land becoming water, and a place that's filled with water or rivers becoming dry, desolate. It's all Yahweh Shem Yahushai. It's just like what I just read in the article of Putin said he had to, it's not going to be a survival in America. Guess what? That's the Lord visiting the earth. Because that, if a prophecy come into play, it's just Yahweh Shemal Shai. Just like a death spirit that comes during Passover when it came to Egypt, that hey, the Lord visited the earth because it was prophesied that this would happen. And whenever it came to pass, guess what? God did, right? And this is what we want. Hey, it might not sound good, but you want the fall of your enemies. You want the fall of this place called Babylon or America. And guess what? They'll flag your damn page just because you're saying that. But at the end of the day, you can't even say you an Israelite on social media, right? You can't even say the damn medicine that they was giving you in 2020, but they can promote it on TV. We're in a place that they don't want you to speak in truth. That's why the scriptures that's speaking of prophecy is a threat towards the enemy. When you go into Sirach 33, the 33rd chapter, or the 30th chapter, it tells you a man that teacheth his son grieveth the enemy. Because when you die, and the more you edify your son, he's going to grow and follow your footsteps, and he's going to be teaching his word. So it's going to be like you ain't never left. They want you dumb, the next generation dumb, and the other ones dumber and dumber. So if we die off, they want all your kids dumb. They want it to be like Judges chapter 2 verse 10. Every time a generation grew, the next generation did not know the Most High or his ways. If Esau can get a generation that don't know shit, and just know alphabet 1, 2, 3, Sesame Street, I love you, let's be sweet and so on. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we will be finished. They will have a ball game. But at the end of the day, the Lord is not playing. This is Matthew chapter 24, verse 44. It says, therefore be ye also ready, for in such an hour as ye think not, the Son of Man cometh. Right? Be ready. If you know you're about to go on a trip at 4 o'clock, 8 a.m. in the morning, you're going to be ready. You're going to have your bags packed, right? Let alone, you might go to sleep early. Now, you might be too excited to go to sleep. So what are you going to do? You're going to pack your bags, right? Your chargers, because right when it's time to go, you're not going to be like, oh, hold on, let me go pack a bag. No, you're going to get ready, right? It's just like work, right? Before the night come, like me, I might have my socks just laying around, my work pants right there, so that instead of me going upstairs or going here, I can just go right to the place, get my stuff on, and I'm out of here. You got to be ready. So it's the same time with Hamashiach Yahushai. When a thief come into the house, most cases we don't know if somebody gonna rob us. But if you know you in a neighborhood where people steal, you're gonna prepare yourself. How you gonna do it? Like back in the day, I mean, when they still do it, you put the bars on your door. I mean, on your on your windows and your door frame. They can still get in. Guess what? You do a double lock, right? Or you start locking your mother sucking windows, or you put cameras outside your house and inside your house. So as soon as they move, or you put sensors on the door like my wife. So as soon as you open the door, they know you just came through a door, right? Be ready. You going on a date? Hey, yo, babe, we about to go on a day in the week, right? They're just like, the Lord will just allow me to have this car for a week. Had his car for a week. I'm gonna take my lady somewhere, especially but take my wife that got an incubator in her stomach, do something before she occupied with my youngins. And of course my other one gonna take her out too. But guess what? They gotta get ready to go out, right? I gotta get ready to go out. I'm just using these different situations to show we gotta get ready for the coming of Hamashiach Yahushua. You got to get ready for what award you're going to get. If you're wicked, you're going to still be motherfucking lazy. Like we were just talking at work, the brother said, he said, yo, that's crazy. Like they said in Noah, da 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 da. What if they do that when Jesus or who you said is going to come back? I said, that's what they is going to do. He said, that's crazy. Hey, ain't nothing new under the sun. So what you gonna do? He said, man, I stopped drinking. I stopped doing all of that because it's getting crazy out here. I said, yes, it's nothing else to do. It's all about getting a dollar, providing for your house. Yes, you might get credit so that you would get some here and there, but it's all about family, bro. This shit is not about just having part-time friends. You get in arguments, we fight. This shit is about longevity, getting yourself right with the Most High. Niggas say I'm getting a relationship with the Lord, but you ain't even doing shit. Or only relationship you doing is saying God, God, God. Are you doing anything to make your relationship better? It's like if you have a wife, how is she gonna make herself better? She's gonna talk less, right? And be talk less and be more loving. Hey, yo, babe, yo, you was working hard. Let me rub your feet. Let me do it. She's gonna make sure she's not coming home at an unreasonable time and she look a little weird, or she has an attitude, or she's bringing a fight. You know what? She's gonna move another certain way, right? When you have a relationship with the Lord, you're always growing. You're always examining yourself because the Lord can come at any time. Getting heaven is not a piece of cake. I'm not gonna lie to you. Getting heaven is not a piece of cake. Because if it was a piece of cake, every nigga would have a piece. If it was easy getting into the kingdom, niggas wouldn't be sorrowful. You gotta suffer to get that motherfucking crown. How you saying I'm getting six figures? Life is blessed. I'ma only tell you, today is better than yesterday, but yesterday is as good as today. That's as much as I can tell you. But I'm still going through. I gotta wake up at 5:30 in the morning to go to work, come home. It's no peace. Still gotta work all these hours just to make ends meet. Right? Let alone brothers is dealing with this. Can't even chill with my brothers because they gotta babysit some damn kids. Right? The women gotta still depend on the government, right? Your wife want to give you some fruit, but the fruit is either fake, GMO, or it don't got basically just fake, no seeds, right? You can't trust nothing. You can't even trust a piece of paper, right? This place is a total headache. It's a total headache. So it's better to be ready for Yahweh Shema Shai because he's gonna come with a righteous reward. Let me get this. Let me get this in Hebrews real quick, right? This is Hebrews, the 10th chapter, right? In order to know your history in the scriptures, you have to read chapters. In order to know lessons or breakdowns, you have to know what topic you're getting into. And some people, you might not know the breakdown. So it's always good to go to a teacher and find out. Acts, the 8th chapter. Philip went to a eunuch, which was really an Israelite, a eunuch of an Ethiopian queen, and he was reading the book of Isaiah and he didn't understand. And Philip like, yo, do you understand what you're reading? He said, no, unless somebody guide me. That man wasn't ashamed to say, hey, I need somebody to guide me. But us being niggas, we just teach anybody that's just saying, hallelujah, thank you, Jesus, or somebody that's sounding good. You want somebody to use the same scriptures in the same book that these pastors was using, and you want to see them use it in a correct way. Use it in a way that these pastors not using it. So, and then you take this information and you read it for yourself, and Lord willing, you can see it the same way. Or you get confused, like, why I'm not getting it. Guess what? Then it's going to show that the Lord does not reveal these scriptures just to anybody, right? Because then some people can just read this shit and just say any old thing, right? Salaki, y'all, just for that, right? This is Hebrews 10, verse 24 to 25. It says, and let us consider one another to provoke unto love and good works. That's what comes with teaching. And this is what I'm saying when it comes to trying to learn this stuff. Read. I'm provoking you niggas to read. I'm provoking you niggas to ask questions, because the scriptures say, be prepared to give a man an answer. And be ready to receive that answer, take that answer, and believe in that answer. Lord willing, it's the right answer. Because men should be going off of book, chapter, verse, not emotions and feelings. They shouldn't be saying, hey, this is my favorite one, and this is the best way that it's explained. It's not better. Right? You don't want to hear somebody that's prideful, that feel like they got it all. You want somebody that's breaking it down slowly and be like, hey, I love you, bro. Right? If you love me, you're gonna push me to be like, hey, don't be lazy. Hey, yo, bro, love your wife. Hey, yo, brother, if you got a grudge, whoever you got a grudge on, go talk with that. That's how love is, right? When you try to break that anger, you show love. Like, we at work, this brother might not know what he's doing, and I'm like, you know what? Let me tell this brother, hey, yo, bro, let's do this, because that's an Israelite brother, so that he don't lose his job. I'm gonna try to make sure he can keep his job. You know, you want to argue with more niggas than work with Esau all day and don't even know what to say to this dude, right? So I'm gonna show love to my brother. Then we could be building. He be like, hey, what do you do? Guess what? Then eventually he be like, yo, I'm a spiritual man. It's just too many lies. And it's like at work, the Lord is just pouring spirits. You gotta pull brothers aside. When we get on break, brothers walk out the building and now they just talking and brothers so excited. So now when you at work, brothers can't wait for the next day, right? But we gotta provoke brothers to good works. Brother, when you get done, go read this chapter before you go play that game, before you go kick your feet up, brother, before you go to a sports game. Yo, man, brother, that's crazy. My wife keep wanting to go travel, but right now it's not the time because it's too much going on. I say, bro, that's the spirit you need to be in. But you need to build yourself up and then talk to your wife, right? Because the Lord can use your wife as a chastisement towards you. He might not let her receive it, right? But you want to be the light in your own house. Right now, it's a time to be shining bright like a diamond, because look what's going on in the world. Right now you could be eating a peanut butter toasted sandwich right now and don't know what the hell going on. But shit is going on in the world, man. Shit is not about a Lamborghini and a Bugatti all day. Shit is not about a Rolex all day. This shit is not about a podcast with Kai in them. You niggas do not know what the hell is All Dogs. Drake you can listen to that whole album and shit don't know what the hell is going on outside, because we need to be observant. 25, it says, not forsaking the assembly of ourselves together as the manner of some is, but exhorting one another, so much the more as ye see the day approaching, right? We should be encouraging one another while the day approaching. Yo, they having war in Israeli. Yo, man. Hey, Lord willing, we are that number. Hey, yo, brothers should be striving and enduring. Guess what? Brothers be dropping precepts in the chat all day, articles in the chat. Hey, how brothers doing? Is brothers enduring through the spirit? Hey, did brothers just see this? All day. Oh, hey, yo, brothers, I'm fasting today. Please pray for me. Such and such. All you should be doing in this thing is running it up. You know, people say they running the ante up, or I'm running that bag up. Make sure through the spirit you running that spiritual ante up. You keep having the Lord go to the cash register. Hey, excuse me, Lord. That's how it gotta be. You gotta work. Right? Let's go to 1 Peter, the 4th chapter. 1 Peter chapter 4, verse 7, it says, but the end of all things is at hand. Be ye therefore sober and watch unto prayer, right? Be sober from the things of this world, right? Let alone, yes, you might use being sober from liquor, sober from this, right? But in all, you want to be sober spiritually, right? You want to be sober from the things of this world, right? Things that can pollute you, things that can spoil you, especially in the time right now, because you can be so drunk on something that you won't even be able to see. That's why what I just said earlier, a lot of people don't know what's going on because they're worried about that watch. They worried about that bling. They worry about the next trend, right? And they're not worried about what's going on. Guess what? You are spoiled, right? You are not sober. You're drunk than a motherfucker, just laying on the ground. Y'all niggas need to get sober. Whenever you distracted and you can't see what's going on, you are spoiled. You are drunk, right? And look, what did it say in Isaiah 29 about Ephraim, right? This is Isaiah 29, verse 9. It says, stay yourselves and wonder. Cry ye out and cry. They are drunken, but not with wine. They stagger, but not with strong drink. When you read Acts the 28th chapter, it goes into verse 1 all the way to 13, deals with Ephraim will fall, right? Ephraim, Ephraim is the head of the northern kingdom. Then from 14 to 29 goes into the message to Jerusalem, right? Then you go into 29 where it says the Most High heavy judgment upon Jerusalem, right? In most cases, you'll have where scriptures say Judah and Jerusalem. Sometimes it could be saying for Judah, the southern kingdom, for Jerusalem, the northern, right? In this case, it would be going towards the northern kingdom because the northern kingdom fell off first from the Most High Yahweh Shemau Shai. And they staggered away from the Lord's precepts, which was the law, staying in tune to your first love, your first works, right? And this is why right now, if you say you got a relationship with the Lord, excuse my language, what fucking works is you doing, right? You should be rejoicing forevermore what's going on in Israel. Oh, brother, we shouldn't be jumping for joy. Hey, you don't got the Spirit of the Lord in you. I don't know what you dealing with. What they say in school, don't touch me, cooties. I don't want that, right? If you're not excited for the things that's going on, if you're not excited that the earthquake, right, people got swallowed up, right? It's nothing I can do. It's nothing I can do. But at the end of the day, the Lord is visiting the earth. The Lord is the one that's bringing out judgment upon the nation, upon the world, right? Let's go to Revelations, the 3rd chapter, verse 11. It says, behold, I come quickly. Hold that fast which thou hast, that no man take thy crown, right? So while you pursuing to get that reward, what we just read in Revelation, the 22nd chapter, right, which is the main point of what I brought out in the beginning, right? Don't let nobody take your crown. Esau, your mom, your father, your wife, right? Your kids, right? Your brother, right? Niggas in the street, don't let nobody take your crown. I don't care how many women I got. 5, 4, 3, Lord willing. I'm going to go hard. Nobody about to stop me from my crown. Only one. This is why I say Lord willing, but I already know nobody's going to be, because it says in St. John, nobody can pluck you out of the Lord's hand. So that's why I'm going to say nobody can do that, because I know it's only Lord will. It's the Lord will that plucks you out of his hand, right? And I'm hoping the Lord don't. But nobody going to stop me from my crown, because Revelation 22 and 12, and behold, I come quickly, and my reward is with me to give every man according to his work shall be, right? Jeremiah 17 and 4, right? You got to know the Lord is watching these other nations so well as you, nigga, right? Jeremiah 17 and 10, I, Yahweh Shemashai, search the heart. I try the reins, even to give every man according to his ways and according to the fruit of his doings. The Lord is going to give rewards from righteous to unrighteous, right? Nigga, if you listen to a prophet, you have a prophet reward, right? If you listen to a wicked ass man and you cleave into it, and then you fall into a wicked shoe, guess what? You're gonna get a wicked reward. You reap what you sow. Surprise, nigga. Right? That's how it is, man. Let's go to 1 John chapter 2. This is 1 John chapter 2, verse 28. It says, and now, little children, abide in him. That's St. John the 15th chapter. That when he shall appear, we may have confidence and not be ashamed before him at his coming. Right now, you should be rejoicing. Right now, get into that. Get out of your shell. Start exalting the name of the Lord. Don't be afraid to be a Bible thumper. Right? You be at work, a brother asks you a question. I'm most likely paraphrase a lot because I don't get into it too much because I'm at work. So I'm paraphrasing. I'm giving them an answer. Yo, brother, you knowledgeable. That reminds you of Luke, the second chapter. You'll become favored in the sight of men, right? But it's not about an envious thing. Guess what? That humble trait coming to you. Hey, yo, brother, it's not me. It's all the Lord. And oh, brother, how is it the Lord? 1 Timothy chapter 1, verse 12. The Lord enabled you because he seen you as faithful and he put you in the ministry. It's all the Lord when you grow, right? St. John 3 and 30, right? He must increase and I must decrease. It's the little things that we do to make the Lord increase, right? To increase in the world, let alone in your own life, that you'll be favored and grow in knowledge, right? Because like me, look, I don't remember every law in this thing, but I know, hey, if we want to talk about it, I can get you there. We can get there, right? But the meditation is like I'm occupied in the whole thing. I desire the whole thing, and I'm gonna be honest. I don't have the best mind to remember everything. I'm not like Denzel in the book of Eli, but I will go hard to remember. I will go hard to write it down to make sure if I do come across a brother, I got it in my notebook. But if I'm keep going over it, keep seeing it, eventually I'm bringing it out all the time. I most likely have more than 200 precepts in my head, depending on what topic we're going over. But that's by Yahweh Shema Shai having a desire, observing the times, knowing that this is I haven't met anything outside the Bible that's so real. This is the most realest thing I've ever seen. This is more real than a PG movie. This is more real than an XX movie. This is more real than a rated R. This is more real than that big corn on your baby toe. This is real, my nigga. Right? If Cat Williams was in it, he'd be like, this right here, nigga, this right here, nigga, is life, nigga. I'm telling you, if brothers would really cleave to Yahweh Shema Shai, they would be living way different. But this how you know the ministry is only for the few. And only a few is gonna give a damn what's going on overseas. Only a few is gonna give a damn that we about to go cashless, right? If you really care, you would find another hustle. You wouldn't be selling drugs. If you really was one of the elect as a sister, you wouldn't be sliding down that damn greasy pole. You would have been found a job if you already said, man, I made 50,000 already in this thing. When you started, you said you was doing it for college, right? Right now, we're in a time where we should be watching what the fuck going on, right? This is Deuteronomy, just to go off of what I said. This is Deuteronomy chapter 4, just reading verse 5. I'm going to start at 5. It says, behold, I taught you statutes and judgments, even as Yahweh Shai, my power, commanded me, that ye should do so in the land whither ye go to possess it. So while we're in the land, we should be doing the statutes and the judgments, which is our homeland. It says, keep therefore and do them, for this is your wisdom and your understanding in the sight of the nations, which shall hear all these statutes and say, surely this great nation is a wise and understanding people. Right? They're gonna only say that to the men that's serious. Like for me, I'm not throwing shade, but I'm saying what I see. I'm not looking at these brothers for contradiction. The Lord haven't led me to that. But all I've seen from the apostles and the elders, the soldiers, the captains, the bishops and deacons, and great millstone, edification all day, right? And I can tell just off of them, if Israel were to tap into this knowledge and stay occupied in this thing, Israel is a very wise and understanding people, right? I really do understand it very well. Then you can look at some of the other brothers in some of these congregations that might be more calm and more chill, that Israel is a wise and understanding nation when we cleave to Yahweh Shem Shai, and we not in this thing for popularity gain. I'm the best at this. When we really pick up our sword for spiritual war, just to give our edification, right? And to break down any false accusation, because it's a war blocking from people that really want to get to the Lord. Is a wall, right? And we all have obstacles to get over that wall. But the Lord gives you signs in the world to make you fear him, right? Back to Second Ezra, the 9th chapter, going to verse 4, it says, then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning, right? Because when you go to Luke, the 1st chapter, the Lord been speaking through the prophets since the world began, right? And we're in a time now where the prophets is still speaking until the coming of Yahushua. It has to be a famine of the word where the men of the Lord can't teach on the corner. Right now, it's what is it called? It's a free for all. Go teach as much as you can on the highways, like brothers teach. Flood the unicorn as much as you can. Y'all might always say, man, flood the unicorn. Sam, flood the unicorn. Yo, Asher, flood the unicorn as much as you can. I don't care if you taking the Browns to the Super Bowl. Go flood the unicorn. I don't care if it's one verse. Go flood the unicorn because they're gonna us flooding the unicorn is going to make it move faster. It is all the Lord. The reason why I say us teaching and flooding it is because the Lord is using us to flood it. The Lord is going to send it to where it's going to go, and it's going to be that OG or that young sister. Oh man, we the real Israelites, and she's going to repent. Right, the angel is going to rejoice, and the Lord is just going to keep pulling her more into this truth. Right, we don't have to do nothing. We just got to send a message. And sometimes we outside, and the Lord just sends somebody to you, and all you got to do is just give them the edification and send them on their way. And the Lord might send them right back, or they might send them to the video. Right, you just got to deliver the mail. Right, fold the paper up, put it in the envelope, and mail it. That's all we got to do. Flood the unicorn. Right. And this make it even better that the prophets before the apostles of now, it already got established, the blueprint right here. Then coming into America, you got to know the words were sealed, knowledge increased, Daniel chapter 12, and now we can go deeper into the knowledge. You can go deeper into the words. You got the blue letters, you got the Strongs, you got the coordinates. You can go into the Hebrew. Brothers is good with the modern Hebrew. Brothers good with the ancient Portuguese. Brothers can speak different languages. Knowledge is increasing so you can get the deeper understanding, right? Because this is all a mystery, right? Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 5. For like as all that is made in the world have a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Right? The end is manifesting, but who is the end? Second Ezra chapter 6, verse 9. For Esau's the end of the world. So that means Esau's ending is manifesting. You want to know why? It's because the son of perdition is being revealed. Right? This is that was the last one. This is Second Thessalonians, the second chapter, verse 3. It says, "Let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there be a falling away first, which we're slowly seeing." And it says that the man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. Perdition, right? Destruction or condemnation, right? And that is the nation of Idumea. It says, "Who possesseth and exalted himself above all that is called the Most High, or that is worshipped, so that he, as the Most High, sitteth in the temple of the Most High, showeth himself that he is the Most High." Right? Who did that? Right? Job, the 9th chapter, verse 24. Right? First Maccabees, chapter 3, verse 48. Wisdom of Solomon, the 14th chapter, verse 15 and 16. Revelation, the 13th chapter, verse 7, maybe down. Revelation chapter 2, verse 9. Revelation chapter 3, verse 9. The same one in Nahum chapter 3, verse 1. Habakkuk chapter 2, verse 12. Right? The same one that goes by the eagle, the same one that Hellenized us. Right? It's plain in day that the nation of Idumea is the son of perdition. People be like, wait, Idumea is not here no more. But when you go into Ecclesiastes, all these nations have to get what they reap what they sow. If they're not here, why are we still here then? If they're gone and they didn't get their judgment yet, then this is a terrible story, right? This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 16. It says, "There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of the spirit." Right? The nations is not done away with. The nations is still on the earth. You got to have a wicked nation and a righteous nation. The Lord has to have a balance. They have to be here. And we have to be looking for them. We have to observe them as an attribute. What are they doing in the flesh? What is they doing in the spirit? What type of man is Judah right now? What type of man is Esau right now? What type of man is Moab? What type of man is the Egyptians right now? Who are they? Point them in a direction. This is why the scriptures have to speak, right? And we measure out the time with the scriptures. Without the scriptures, we can't measure shit, right? Let me just read this last one here. Verse 6, it says, even so, the times also of the highest have plain beginnings in wonders and powerful works, in endings and effects and signs. Look at the ending. We getting hit with signs after signs after signs. Let alone, let me just get this last one, and I'm gonna definitely close out after this one. Lord willing, I can find it through the grapevine. I believe it's in Matthew the 24th chapter. Let me see. Okay, this is Saint Matthew chapter 24, and I'm gonna start at 21. It says, "For then shall be great tribulation, such as was not since the beginning of the world, to this time no, nor ever shall be. And except those days shall be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake those days shall be shortened." Right? Days is only being shortened because the elect. And the elect is definitely up, waking, working, trying to do the best that they can. They might not fully 100% be in the right understanding, but the elect is waking. The elect is waking like mummies right now, right? And this is why days is being shortened. We were just in the weekend. Right now we in we're at what is it, Monday? No, today is Tuesday, right? We at Tuesday. I'm not gonna lie. No, yeah, we at Monday, right? Tuesday is at 12 a.m. Soon as I go to work and it hit 11 o'clock, the day is damn near over to me, right? Because when I'm occupied in work, the time moves so quick. Come home, I might take a nap or I might not. Mostly I take a nap. Yo, days go by fast. Next thing you know, I'm seeing my brothers. Be happy as hell seeing my brothers, right? Days are going by fast. That's why I said if I get this car, I might only have it for a week. You know what I'm saying? Brother said that they just got this job. They're like, man, it feel like I'm brothers. They might push that MOMT biscuit like real soon. And if your job go under that umbrella, especially I'm under Buffalo News, it's gonna be over for a lot of brothers. A lot of brothers is gonna say, hell no, I ain't taking that job, right? And then we might have to be humble, and a lot of us is gonna have to come together. We're gonna have to be like Muslims or Chinese or Mexicans and just all be in one big ass house. Don't got no shoulder room. But the more people you have in the house, the more protection, the more eyes, and let alone it helps you with food, rational food, right? Yes, it might be more people, but with less people, I'm just saying, with less people, the faster the food go. The more people you got, the more you like, hold on, we gonna have to observe this. I'm just being honest. Like if you got people with common sense, the more people you got, just that's why Muslims, them Arabs, them Chinese, them the real Mexicans that's Israelites, when they huddle together, it makes more sense because you can give out ration portion to everybody. When it's less people, it's so much food and you get overwhelmed, like, oh, look at all of this. We're gonna have some left over. That's why when you read in, I think, Numbers, when when the Shabbat was coming or before the Shabbat, when the Lord was blessing us with food, the Lord would tell you to take enough. Some people was like, man, I'm gonna take more than enough. Guess what? Their food was spoiled. The ones that took little, the ones that took little, they the ones that took little, they had more than enough. More than enough. But the ones that overtook, they had a whole bunch of spoiled food in their location, right? when you have more people around, it helps to organize food, or rationalize it. You know what I'm saying? So it might come a time where we might have to huddle as a unit, as a family, and box up, but you never know. But it's all about being ready. So what's going on with Israeli man, brothers? Continue to keep out bringing out this edification, more better than what the heck I just did. But Lord willing, this was edifying, right? Because it's all about measuring the times, measuring that time spiritually, and getting on a behind, right? Well, what's next? The hour of temptation. Can't wait for it. Mark it, book it, put it in the right hand or the forehead. But if you do, save man, save forget the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Always prepare yourself for prophecy. Don't prepare yourself for a new Bugatti. Hey, if you get that Bugatti, get that Bugatti. But before you get that Bugatti, make sure you're thinking of the Lord, right? But other than that, man, I'm gonna say Shalom. It's your brother Dark Bar. Hey, Yahweh speed.